Heyo friendos, welcome back to my channel, or if it is your first time here, hello! My name is Laurel. I'm a weirdo that spends most of her time here on YouTube talking about makeup and beauty products. Today we are going to be discussing Christmas gift ideas. These will range from makeup, beauty finds, random must-haves, and also I have some technological gadgetry to share with you all. Hopefully you'll feel inspired and get some excellent gifts based on my recommendations. We're about to get started, just stay tuned. So I want to preface today's video by saying that this is not a favorite products. Oh gosh, I just air quoted. But this isn't a favorite products video per se. This is entirely aimed at gift giving. And it's based around items that I think others would enjoy getting under the Christmas tree. And I know that I am late making this video, so I want to make sure that all the products that I'm going to talk about today make great gifts whether or not they are on sale. I'm not going to prattle on any longer, I just want to get into it. We're going to start with the beauty products. So we'll start out with my favorite topic of all time, palettes. So our first category is going to be colorful palettes. So for the person in your life who constantly is complimenting you on that blue eyeshadow that you wear to the doctor's office, I think one of the safest routes to go is any Jeffree Star palette other than Mini Orgy and Beauty Killer. And also, depending on their age range and what they're into, you might not want something with Jeffree's naked butt on it. I know I didn't. But here we are. So yeah, I think for the price and formulation, pretty much any palette that you've seen me try out on my channel from Jeffree Star, or you've heard me talk about in my Jeffree Star ranking video, I would say top 6, you should be safe to get one of those. Those are all fantastic. Then in the category of new from this year, the Rose Quartz by Huda Beauty is one of the most feminine, pretty, but also original color stories that I've seen come out in a very long time. It's also the best quality formulation that Huda has ever produced, in my opinion. So yeah, I would recommend that one as well. Then we are moving on to Indie Love. If you are looking to support an indie brand, I absolutely recommend you go through Sydney Grace. The Sweet Indulgence palette came out this year. I do have a try-on video with that palette in it. Honestly, that one is the Natasha Denona Mini Metro done right. When I went back and I was comparing palettes, there are quite a few shades in the Sweet Indulgence palette that are also in the Mini Metro palette, but the Mini Metro palette is just not fantastic quality. It's very forgettable to say the least, whereas the Sweet Indulgence, every shade in that palette performed fabulously. Also this year we lost one of the greats. We lost Miss Mel Thompson. Her Tiny Marvels palette is perfection. Like, it is one of my absolute all-time favorite palettes. It also has some beautiful metallic and sparkly shades and a duochrome shade. I highly recommend it. Next, if you are looking to gift one of your girlfriends the gift of luxury,
Merry Christmas, darling.
then I would go with a Pat McGrath palette. I do have a ranking video up on my channel. My top 3 are still my top 3, even though more palettes came out this year. They are the creme de la creme of metallic quality eyeshadows. Definitely want to check out one of the nice Mothership palettes if you are so inclined to spend a lot of money. And speaking of spending a lot of money, we're gonna move on to skincare. My favorite 2 skincare brands are Amore Pacific and Sunday Riley. So just being frank with you guys, Amore Pacific hardly ever goes on sale. Their gift sets most of the time are not an amazing value based on the amount of product that you get versus if you were to buy the products separately. But this year I have seen some really good sets up on their site. One of my favorites is going to be the Green Tea Anti-Aging Ritual Set. It is a $251 value priced at $175. Now mind you, when I'm quoting prices, or if you see them show up in the video, that's not the sale price. That is what it normally costs. It may still be on sale, it may go on sale, but I wanted to give you the prices as is, just in case you log on, you're not in sticker shock. In that particular set, you'll get a treatment enzyme cleansing foam, a vintage single extract essence, a time response eye cream, and a time response skin reserve cream. The enzyme cleansing foam is really, really nice. It starts out in like a yellow powder form. You add water to it and it starts to foam, and it's really, really good at getting dead skin off of your face. Now for the Sunday Riley sets, they had so many good ones that I'm not going to just single out one, but I will say that my favorite Sunday Riley product of all time is their Good Jeans. Now that product by itself is extremely expensive. I believe normally it's around $105, but due to inflation it might be more now. But if you buy one of their value sets, you can get it for much cheaper. What I will say about that product in my experience is that it's one of those things that you need if the Botox is wearing off to plump up your skin again. Also, it does a really good job of getting rid of dark spots, but I 100% have noticed that it helps with the wrinkles and it works instantaneously. It's not a product that you have to use every day. A lot of times I reserve mine for when I'm getting dressed up for a special occasion. And now it's time that we move on to lips. For the person that you know who has lots of little wrinkles around their mouth, I would recommend that you get them one of the Pat McGrath mini lip trios. They have at least 2 new ones that are from this year. Her lip products are all excellent quality, and the major lip trios are but a measly $25. So they make a good gift for someone if you're not looking to spend a ton of money. And they don't have to have wrinkles around their mouth to enjoy it, of course, but I'm just saying for someone who has very mature lips or lips that are receding, this right here is a godsend. Then if you are looking for something that's even more budget friendly or just a stocking stuffer, Buxom has a Your Best Assets plumping lip gloss set. Now, I love Buxom. You guys would probably be shocked if you saw all the lip creams that I have from the brand. I do plan in the future to do a swatching videos so I can show you all the different colors and how they look actually on your lips, because sometimes the outside packaging is just, it ain't it. How they print up the colors on the outside doesn't match how it applies. But regardless, with this set, you will get a lip polish in Dolly and a lip cream in White Russian. These really do work. These really do enhance the volume of your lips while you are wearing them. They're not something that burns. It's just like a minty, tingly feeling. And it is only $15. So yeah, very budget friendly. Now we're going to move on to face palettes. If you know someone who's a little angel, a basic Becky type, the one that likes their bronze goddess soft glam look, then I recommend the new Natasha Denona Glam Face and Eye Palette. Again, this is another thing that I have a review up for on my channel. If you want to go watch it, go right ahead. It has a very blingy highlight in there, and it has a very, very nice blush in there. The eyeshadows are basic in color, but anything but basic in quality. They are phenomenal. You might definitely want to check that one out. And if you're looking to give someone something a little more costly, but still every bit as wonderful, then I recommend one of the Hourglass face palettes that came out this year. These are for someone who likes a good dewy look to the face, radiant, and a very skin-like radiant finish. In those palettes, you get a bronzer, a highlighter, an ambient face powder, and 2 blushes. So you absolutely might want to check that out. Again, I think these are a really good value. The palettes themselves are $80, but just one of their blushes is $40. And I know I've said that a lot on my channel, but when you think about it, that's huge. All right, so I think that's going to conclude the makeup section. I'm not going to do things like powder, foundation, mascara, because I feel like most of the time you can get those really, really wrong for people. A lot of times those things are extremely personal and it's hard to get to one that will work for everyone. So we're gonna pass on all the other type of makeup products and just move on to things that I think are safe bets for the right people. Now we're moving on to a category where I'm very well versed. I have years of experience working in fragrance. So that's our next category. Fragrance! So for the person you know that's stressed out, they want relaxation and some relief, lavender will do the trick. And for the lovers of lavender, I'm going to recommend Province Beauty. They are one of the hidden gems in the makeup community. I have noticed them popping up more and more at World Market, which makes me very excited. I think that they deserve a lot of notoriety because of how wonderful all their products that I've tried are. So my number one recommendation from them is going to be their relaxation bundle. They have a weird price tag on this. It's $44.77. In that you will get half an ounce of lavender essential oil, 4 ounces of their multi-use oil in lavender, and that is the product that I sometimes will use on my hair to put some moisture back into my hair. I also will use it on my skin to seal in some moisture. It also comes with an 8-ounce bath and shower gel in lilac and lavender. I'm going to go a little TMI on this, okay? But you girls listen up because it's important. Their bath and shower gels are phenomenal. So let me just tell you a little bit about it. They are very, very potent in fragrance, but it smells very natural. It's very relaxing, very soothing. If you use it in your bath, your bathtub will get slippery, so be aware of that. But there's something awkward that I want to tell you guys about this product. Okay, here it goes. You know how sometimes people like to crank up the heat in the winter? I'm someone who sweats a lot. If the heat is going, I'm constantly perspiring under my armpits. It's gross. I also have the thunder thighs. So just hear me out, okay? If I shower with that bath and shower gel, and it's the end of the day, and I'm getting undressed, my underwear still smells like flowers. It does not smell like sweat, and it doesn't matter if I use deodorant or not, I still sweat. But yeah, I'll take my shirt off, and it will not smell like sweat. It will smell glorious. So definitely recommend that product if you were trying to stay fresh everywhere. Definitely give it a go. Okay, also in the set, going back to normal conversation, also in the set is a 30-ounce jar of their Himalayan bath salts, and those have lavender buds in them. So wonderful set for someone who likes lavender. Now for your friend who likes the gourmand. And in case you didn't know, gourmand just refers to things that smell like food or sweets. I'm gonna go with the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Obsession Collection. Now this is only available on their website. You won't be able to find this on Sephora, but in that you will get their Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, their Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Gel, and their Hair and Fragrance Body Mist. Now, I recommend this hair and fragrance body mist 1,000 times over their perfume. That perfume does not last, but ridiculously, a cheap plastic bottle of their body spray lasts forever, or at least all day. And if you've never smelled it before, you will get a hint of pistachio, salted caramel, vanilla, sandalwood, and jasmine. It is so good. If you haven't smelled it, go to Sephora. You can try it out there. All right, next we are moving on to floral. Now, if you are not a fan of white floral, I recommend that you try out sweet floral. So things like jasmine, gardenia, and honeysuckle. Those kind of fall into the category of sweet floral. Gardenia is a very popular choice. My favorite gardenia body fragrance of all time has to be Alien, and that is by Thierry Mugler. I practiced that all night. Thierry Mugler. And remember I said I couldn't speak French? Look at me now. Look at me now. Okay, I'm sorry about that. In the set that I want to tell you guys about, it's the Thierry Mugler Eau de Parfum gift set. It is $85. It has a 30 milliliter refillable perfume, a 50 milliliter body lotion, and a 50 milliliter shower gel. I can't tell you how many times I have refilled the bottle that I own. All right, now we're going to move on to tech items. I've got a few really good ones on here that not everyone has, but for some people, this would be their treasure. So one is a Ring doorbell alarm. If your parents are elderly or you have a parent that lives alone or a grandparent that lives alone, you might want to get them one of these, especially if they aren't so privileged to live in a gated community or something like that. But a Ring doorbell records any activity that goes on outside your door, it will stream directly to your phone. Different service plans, of course, will give you different services. They range between $3 and $20, but the doorbell itself, I believe, is right at $60. So some of the plans will let you speak directly to whoever's outside your door in real time. Some will store up to 60 days of recorded activity, and that can be a very big deterrent if someone is trying to steal your Amazon packages, or worse, trying to break into your home. I hope none of that happens, but yeah, I think that's a really good gift to have. And it's not too pricey either. All right, the second one on the list is an Amazon find. This is the Langogo Genesis 2-in-1 translation device. Now what this will do is you can say whatever you want to say in whichever language, and you can set it to translate into another language. So if you know someone who's going to be traveling abroad where they won't be speaking their native language, this might be a nice investment for them. This is the priciest item on my list though, at $200. All right, so next is a burst toothbrush. Last year I bought one of these for my sister. I'm pretty sure you've seen lots of sponsored videos on this product. I know I have. It's every bit as good as people advertise. That's why I'm thanking Burst for sponsoring. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. But yeah, it is every bit as good as it's reported to be in those sponsorship videos. She loves hers. I'm buying more for my friends and family this year. The one thing I will warn you about is they do try to sign you up for some sort of subscription, so just be on the lookout for that if you don't want to have additional products being sent to your home every couple of months. Make sure you opt out of that. Next, for your friend who likes to party, go to special events and snap selfies, or take pictures of other people too. It's the Canon IV printer. This is a pocket-friendly printer that prints 2 by 3 inch photos that have an adhesive backing on them. So after you take the picture, it will print out to this little device that plugs right into your phone. Then you have a sticker that you can treasure for the rest of your life, or stick it on a wall in the bathroom and forget all about it. Regardless, it's a pretty fun present, definitely worth checking out. You can also make little customizations before printing out your picture. So if Haley's really your bestie, you can have me and Haley, BFFs, put onto your picture, print it out, give that sticker to everybody to make sure they know. Next is for your friend with a pooch. No, I'm not talking about fat, I'm talking about a dog. So it's the Link AKC Smart Dog Collar with GPS. It's an adjustable collar that gives you access to an app where you can track your dog should they run off. Or if they're just outside in the backyard and you just want to keep an eye on them, this app can definitely be of service to you. So the dog owner can go and set boundaries where their dogs are allowed to go, and then the point where they are no longer allowed to be in that area. If they cross outside that boundary, the owner will immediately get an alert. So that can be very beneficial. Also with that app, you can track their fitness goals. I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing, but especially if your dog is getting a little chunky and you don't want him to get health problems. This might can help you track like how much exercise he's doing in a day. All right, now we're moving on to a category that I like to call random items. So these are things that I'm not naming out like any sort of brand. These are items that you can definitely pick up at TJ Maxx or Home Goods or Target. Little things that you can buy in person that most people enjoy this time of year. So one of those things is a plushy robe. Rarely do I ever buy myself a robe, but whenever I'm gifted one, I'm always very grateful. I do love my very warm robes this time of year. Also a Sherpa lined blanket. I was in Home Goods the other night and they had a lot of pretty Sherpa lined blankets. Again, something that will keep you warm and cozy during the winter months. And then some gel house slippers. The other year I purchased some from Jessica Simpson on Amazon. They are still holding up well. They feel really good on my feet and for my cold hardwood floors downstairs. And lastly, I have nephews in between the ages of 5 and 10. And what is always my go-to, and I think that this is true for both boys and girls in this age range, get them Legos. Legos come in a variety of different styles with different themes, so you can just find a theme they really enjoy, whether it be Star Wars or Barbie or whatever cartoon they've been watching recently. But I like Legos because they promote creativity, they make the kids think outside the box, It also helps them with their dexterity, and it's not an electronic gadget that takes them out of the present. They'll still be able to play with their Legos and converse with those around them. And most kids these days are just glued to a screen anyways. Not that I think that video games and stuff like that are bad for kids, but I think when that's all they do, that can become a problem. So yeah, I really like Legos, and they're a pretty safe bet. You can ask the parents what kind they would be into. All right, friendos, I really appreciate you spending your time here with me today. Hopefully I gave you some great gift ideas. If you are looking for more of the makeup talk, I will have additional videos coming out soon where we talk about the best makeup of the year. Most likely there's going to be more sales before the end of the year, so hopefully you guys can get ready for those. Or hopefully we can get ready together. Again, thank you all for being so active in the comment section. Let me know if you have any other good ideas for gifts. I always love hearing from you. Please give this video a like, whether you liked it or not. And I would appreciate if you subscribed if you haven't done so already. Because if not, we'll both have to go through Christmas never knowing what could have been. Alright guys, bye. Oh yeah, one more thing. I might put my Rakuten account information on there. That will be an affiliate code. If you sign up and you use the app and you spend $40, you'll get $40 and I'll get $40. But they change it so often that I don't know if that's what the deal is. But regardless, it will probably save you some money on quite a few different sites by giving you cash back if you want to check that out. I will link it down below. No obligation if you don't want to do so, or most of you probably already have a Rakuten account, but it's there for those of you who don't. Okay guys, that's it. Bye.